Productivity is this concept that's so easily overgeneralized and so often seen in black and white terms, very unfairly. And also, we put these massive qualifiers on what even constitutes as productive. I see this so often. I see it time and time again with writers, particularly, who say some things like, if I didn't write on my manuscript today, then I didn't write. And meanwhile, they could have put 1,000 words in their journal. They could have been outlining, they could have been doing a beat sheet, but they don't see any of that as writing. So that doesn't count. They weren't productive. They didn't do what they were supposed to today. And I'm a massive believer in how our beliefs impact and influence our behaviors. So then imagine a person who's stuck on a problem in their story, and then they've spent the last few days journaling, outlining, trying to work out this kink in the story, trying to fix this narrative problem. A very productive thing. But they're not seeing it as writing. They're not seeing it as productive. So they start to tell themselves what? They start to tell themselves that they're being lazy. They start to tell themselves that they're getting behind on their story. They're not doing what they should be. And then the weight and pressure of these shoulds and these expectations and these adherences to these dogmatic views of productivity, they start to crush you a little bit. And any motivation you have starts to dwindle. At least that's the experience that I had when I was very hyper-focused on this always linear movement towards one direct goal of getting that manuscript written. It messed me up. And so I moved away from what I call a product goal, having the manuscript done by a certain day, and started to move it towards a process goal, saying I want to work on the story at least 5 times a week, something like that, right? You change the process and the idea, I guess, of what success is and what the goal is, to be less focused on the outcome and more focused on the journey, right? So not the destination, the journey, all that. These are just a few concepts that I wanted to throw your way, because I know a lot of people do suffer from making their thoughts around productivity too black and white, making them too overgeneralized, and we become so rigid that we fail to see kind of some of the great things we are doing, and we kind of downplay some of the successes that we have. And as writers, as creatives, as anybody really, you need to take time, stop, pause, and celebrate the successes that you do have. So I hope you get something out of this video. Happy writing. Love you guys. See you next time.